Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can use Google Colab, and we're going to use the language Python to have some input. So meaning not what is your say, I would like to just basically show you how the function input is going to be worked here. So let's take a look. So in here, I'm going to click on code. So now we've created a code cell, and I'm going to ask for the end user, so that's the person who's using my program, for their input. So I want their values. So for example, if I just use the word input, very similar to print in terms of typing it out, and then I have my brackets. So if I want to now ask a question, I have to make sure, remember we talked about quotations, where I'm going to have now my characters, so my string values in here. I could say, for example, what is your name? Okay. And now notice I forgot actually to put the quotations around that. So I'm going to fix that right now because otherwise it's not going to work. And there we go. And even if we ran our code, we'd get probably an error message or something's just not going to work properly. So hopefully you'd catch that. Wait a minute, I did put the quotations around it. And you notice that when I do that, everything's red within. So it's like anything can go inside that space and it will be then populated. So it's asking, what is your name? And I'm going to put a bit of a space here. And let's see what happens if I run this code. Take a look. Now the output is, what is your name? And now we have this basically empty space bubble here where I can type in my name. If I enter it, hit enter, and then I have my name inputted and it's Tina. Okay, well, let's take a one step further than that. Because what I'd love to do is not only say, what is your name, but maybe I like to use the outcome again. So to do that, remember we talked about variables. So I'm going to introduce a variable as I'm creating the function for input. So it sounds very complicated, but it's not. So for example, name, all right, equals, because don't forget, when we're introducing a variable, we want to have name equals, and then anything after that is going to be assigned to that variable name. And now I'm going to repeat what I did before. What is your name? Question mark, space. And then if you recall, we used the print function before. So this is now where I'm going to say print, bracket, and I'm going to say hi, space, and this is where I'm going to now call that variable. So no matter what someone put in for their name, it's going to say hi and then their name. But if you recall, in order to call this variable, we need to put a plus sign and then put the variable name. All right, let's test our code. So I'm going to run it. We have hi, oh, you know what? I forgot something here. Let's put input in front. Otherwise, it's not going to know to say, ask for my name. Okay, so I'm actually kind of glad that I forgot that because it shows you exactly what would happen if I don't make it with the function of inputting. So let's run this program again. All right, now it's better. What is your name? I'm going to type in Tina, hit enter. And now the next line of the code is prompted and it says print, and this is hi, and then my name. Awesome, it's exactly what we wanted. Okay, so next, let's gather some more information. So same idea. So we can create a new cell right now, a new code cell, or I'm just gonna actually just carry on in this one right here. This time, let's ask for age. So age, I'm gonna call it my variable age equals input. How old are you? I will put a space. And then I'm going to print wow. I didn't realize. Now, to be careful here, this is where because I have a quote within my sentence. So notice how, wow, I didn't, and I have technically, I'm going to do apostrophe and then T, but here's the problem where programming, they don't know that. It doesn't, like this program doesn't know that you are just using it within the sentence. So it's going to think when I go, now take a look at my T, so look at everything afterwards is black. So that's a problem. It's like, no, 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 I want all of that to be included as my string in here. So this is the trick around that. Instead of single quotations, you're going to do double quotations. And now it will know the difference between what's within that string piece. Okay, so you have your string here, and it's not going to think that that apostrophe for the front of the T is going to impact this at all. Okay, so wow, I didn't know that you were, and let's say space, and let's say whatever the age is. So don't forget, if we're going to introduce now our variable, we're going to go age. So I'm going to say, wow, I didn't know that you were, let's say 12 years old. So I'm going to add that in. So don't forget when we're using a variable and we want to add more to it at the end, I need now a plus sign on the other side of the variable. So plus sign, you know that you were years old. Okay. Perfect. And that way, no matter who is doing this program, whatever their age is going to carry in, which is why we're using those variables for name and age. Okay, let's run this. Okay. Hi, Tina. How old are you? Wow, I didn't know you were 46 years old. And, oh, and notice, because I try to be really diligent with my spacing, but you'll notice in front of the years old, I don't have that space. So it looks kind of funny. So this is where I need to go back and fix that. And there we go. And if I were to run this now again really quickly, and wow, I didn't know you were 46 years old. Okay, so I think we're good. And I think just because up here, it looks kind of a little funny, not that it really matters, but I am gonna put a space there as well for next time, just like I did with 46. So you have a bit of a space with your input value and then afterwards. Okay, so that is just the very simple piece of now you're just gonna use what you've already learned, how to create variables, how to print, and now all of a sudden you're just putting in input and you're gathering data from the end user.